Corvus here, reminding you to tune in to the Black Mass, a black metal specialty show. Well, you will hear everything from symphonic to depressive, from atmospheric to raw, every Saturday evening, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, exclusively here on Metal Messiah Radio. Alright, we are here, baptized in blood, for MetalMessiahRadio.com, and my guest today, the black metal band from England, Heathen Deity. And how are you guys doing today?
Not too bad, thanks.
Yeah, not bad, mate, not bad.
If you would, for us all, because you guys are new to me and probably new to some listeners of mine, if you would introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about the band.
Yeah, no problem. I'm Dagon, the vocals and bass player.
I am Azrael, guitarist.
We both are the songwriters for the band. Basically, now we're the only kind of surviving core members of Heathen Deity. The idea and the concept for the band was really formed in '98 in Derbyshire, England. Inspirations, what would you say?
Dissection, Mayhem,
Tormentor, I imagine.
Yeah. A lot of the early bands in the scene that was happening in Norway, Europe.
Not so much what was happening in England at the time. I mean, obviously there was, early Cradle of Filth, that kind of thing, and Hecate Enthroned. I think we just wanted to start something new, something
extreme.
Yeah. We just wanted to make our own take and try and find our own kind of position within the UK scene.
Speaking of that, I don't know much about the English black metal scene. I know early Cradle of Filth, Hecate Enthroned. I think some new bands have popped up like Ethereal and a couple others, but how is the black metal scene in England?
Well, at the time when we was doing things, it was very sparse. There were bands here and there, and obviously there wasn't a lot of contact between these bands. But nowadays the scene it seems to be a lot stronger. Bands are doing gigs together, and obviously
there seems to be a lot of touring. There seems to be like a select amount of bands that kind of sprung up in the scene that they're always touring together, kind of reversing the headlining slot between them, maybe just using different venues and sharing the limelight, I think. But like we said earlier, when we first started, there wasn't really a great deal. Especially venue-wise, it wasn't really a great deal, was it?
There was nowhere to play, really, and especially not from our own area. It's
from around Derbyshire, we had to travel, to Sheffield or further afield, Bradford, London, but there wasn't really a great deal going on around here.
Well, I mostly know the Norwegian scene, a little bit of the US scene. I mean, it's not bad here. We don't have a lot of venues really either. We don't have a huge... Our following's just horrid for black metal here, so...
I personally haven't really got a great understanding of your scene over there, to be honest. Nothing personal or anything like that. I just don't really have the time. Even the scene nowadays, to be honest, I've not really got the time to listen to many bands, to really get out to support upcoming bands as much as I'd like to. I just have not got the time to do that.
Yeah.
So I really couldn't comment on how the scene is now.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of hoping if the day comes we actually do get back on the live circuit again, there'll be people there that we can insult and bastardise a little.
Yes, absolutely. Now, within Heathen Deity's music, what type of lyrical themes do we see? Is it early black metal with Satanism, misanthropy, and things like that, or is it more things like the newer black metal bands are doing, like they can tell horror stories or atheistic lyrics or anything like that?
Heathen Deity was created to be a satanic band. If you ask me, the entire idea of black metal it is Satanism. The music should be in some way connected to Satanism. Bands can do what they like, but in my eyes, black metal should be about Satan. So yeah, Heathen was created around Satanism. The lyrics will be satanic, formally against anti-Christianity.
That's my sort of slant on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Anti-Christian, anti-religious.
And just we don't need to tell stories. We don't need to. There's other ways of getting about that kind of thing, but Heathen Deity is black metal, and black metal is satanic.
Since that's the way you guys go, I have to ask this question because it's become recent news and sharing here, at least in the States, are these ideas of what's called unblack metal, or as other people like to call it, Christian black metal. And I just want to hear the perspective of an actual satanic black metal band on what they think of those bands.
From my experience, I mean, I really cannot see how these bands can. I mean, if you listen to a Christian black metal band, the sound is the same, the lyrical context is absolutely different, and I don't see how these bands can sound the way they do when they're singing about pureness and godliness and all that stuff. It doesn't make sense to me at all.
I've got no comment on it. I think it's worthless, to be honest. I've got no comment. I couldn't tell you a name of a what did you call them again?
Unblack metal, Christian black metal.
Christian black. I couldn't tell you one single name, one single song, one album, one anything. I know nothing about it. I've got no desire to know anything about it. I think it's a waste of time.
That's kind of the feeling I get from most of the people that saw that. Like, you hear it and you think the music's good, and then you see the lyrical content and you're like, this doesn't make sense. What's going on?
So,
hey,
I'm afraid. So, yeah.
I just wanted a black metal band's perspective on that style of music, because it's just, I don't know, I find it an oxymoron.
Could you repeat that again, please?
I just wanted an opinion from an actual black metal band on their views on that, because I just find it, contradictory to what black metal was started as.
I think that their sound contradicts what they're singing about, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
It's, you've got the screamy type vocal styles, and it doesn't make sense with what they're singing about.
Yeah.
I think it's just, the sound and the styling is just for the hell of it, because they want to jump on some kind of bandwagon, so to speak. I don't know.
It may be just trying to cause a bit of controversy. It might just be a bunch of pubescent kids, sick to death of playing in their own little bands in their own little church halls, nobody giving the slightest shit what's going on.
Yeah.
And they think, hey, let's call this Christian black metal. Let's stir up some. Let's piss off. Let's piss off black metalers. Let's piss off people that actually give a crap about their music and about what they are singing about, writing music, writing albums about. Let's just, let's just stir up some news and get them talking about us. Let's see what happens. That's my kind of view on it. I think it's stupid. I think it's puerile. I can't see the point.
Well, that's pretty much the reaction everybody's had over here too. But moving to a much more brighter note, you guys recently contributed your cover of Dark Throne's Blackwing to the Tribute to Dark Throne album, I think was out last year. How was that? Were you guys asked to do that, or did you say, hey, we can do a cover?
Well, well, we'd not done a lot since 2004 because we basically went on a hiatus, and we heard about this album, and we kind of jumped on it really. It was just something that we felt we could have been a part of. We like Dark Throne, why not?
Just to get the ball rolling again, really. I mean, we've from when we took our little break to pursue other things with we've got a new album in the process. We've started recording a new album at the beginning of this year, so just to really get the band name back out there again, to start gaining a little bit of notoriety, just to get things back up and running again. It feels good to be doing something.
Going.
Yeah. So back in the day, we did have quite a good reputation.
Yeah.
For various different reasons we probably shouldn't go into, but it's just to get things kicking off again.
Yeah. So I guess that was similar with the Emperor cover for NOS Satana that you guys did too.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So is that just one of those to get yourselves back out there covers, or is that going to be maybe contributed to another Emperor tribute album?
It is actually part of an Emperor tribute album.
Okay.
That's actually in the process of being put together right now. Can't tell you a lot about it because we don't really know much about it. But we just wanted to do these songs just to get the Heathen name out there again, and get the band up and running, and
Well, a lot of things that I notice with at least musicians now is they're a lot trying to get into fitness and trying to be healthy and all that stuff, so to keep up with like mental and physical demands of touring all the time. If anything, do you guys take part in any fitness routines to help you just either in your life or for when you decide to tour again, play live shows and all that?
Well, I think it's quite important to stay healthy to some degree. The last 10 years I've been playing American football when I lived in Norway briefly, and that was my thing.
My boring kind of daytime job keeps me quite fit and active. I stopped smoking probably maybe 2 years ago. Just to find I was having quite a profound effect on my voice and lung capacity and all those kind of things. So I stopped smoking. Try to remain as healthy as possible. But I can see us probably upping some kind of exercise regime or something if we do get touring again and gigging again. Just have to play things by ear. At the moment, the important thing is to just stay positive mentally, keep things ticking over, record the album, then take it from there.
Absolutely. You guys mentioned you're recording the new album end of the year. What else do you have in store for fans and everybody for the upcoming year or years to come, or even immediate future?
Well, this album that we've been working on, it's an album that we've had in our heads, and certain demo versions of songs since 2004. So we've had this album for quite a long time in our lives, but obviously to the general scene it will be a new album. We just want to get the album finished, work towards becoming a live band again. In the not so distant future, we've been recording another cover song, which is for a Bathory tribute album.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that we're not just a covers band, by the way. We do write our own music. It's just to, like we said earlier, it's just to get the name out again, to get us working together again.
Absolutely.
So
clearing away the cobwebs.
Yeah.
Away the old rust.
Well, really, that's the extent of what I had for you today. You guys will be very frequently played on my black metal show for Metal Messiah Radio, and you're played on a couple other DJs that I know of too. So I will leave you with the last words if there's anything that you would like to say.
Well, keep your ears peeled for new music soon. You'll be able to catch the Dark Throne tribute song Black Winged on YouTube, as well as Emperor Tribute Inoue Satana. If you go to the YouTube page, youtube.com/Heathen Deity. I think that will be about it. I'm sure.
Yeah. All right, great. Well, thank you guys for.
There's other links out there. You can, just type on Google like every place in the world, and you'll find us.
Yeah. Oh, thank you guys for taking some time to join me today. I appreciate it.
Okay, mate. Thank you.
No problem. Take care, guys.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Cheers.